Welcome to Haunted Narratives, where reality meets the supernatural. Prepare to be captivated by spine-chilling tales of real-life hauntings and paranormal encounters. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to never miss out on a hauntingly good story. Our next story is The Nightcrawler. It was in the year 1975. There was a big ground in front of our house. In those days, during summertime, electricity used to go frequently. So many people used to sleep in the ground at night to get rid of the scorching summer heat. The ground was very big with almond and mango trees surrounded all around. Many new under construction buildings were developing next to the ground. All my extended family were staying close by us. My maternal uncle's house was just next to our house. My uncle and his uncle, who was almost the same age, used to sleep sometime in the ground with their friends during summer. Many people who slept there at night had witnessed an unusual and creepy figure crawling near those trees. My uncle wouldn't believe in such things. He used to make fun about it when his friends told him about the crawling creature. But one night, everything changed when he felt the presence of the same entity which others used to talk about. It was a hot summer night. My uncle was sleeping in his house after he had returned from his job. All of a sudden, lights went off. My uncle got up from his sleep as he had started feeling hot inside the house. He thought of going and sleeping with his uncle, who was already sleeping out with his friends. He took his pillow and bedsheet and went to the ground. He saw in the middle of the ground his uncle was sleeping on a cot made out of wood and jute. He went next to him and told him to shift a little as he too wanted to sleep. After getting adjusted properly, they both fell asleep. In the middle of the night, suddenly, my uncle felt something pricking on his back as he was sleeping on one side of the cot. He adjusted himself and covered his back properly with the bedsheet. After some time, again he felt something hairy rubbing against his back. He thought maybe his uncle's body hair was giving him the pricking sensation as he had lot of hair all over his body. Without turning himself, he told his uncle to shift a little, but there was no response from him as he was also sleeping. He didn't care much about it and slept again. But again, he started feeling the hair rubbing against his back and pricking him badly. He again told his uncle to shift as his body hair was pricking him a lot like some thorns. Just then, without any reply from his uncle, he just heard a low grunting sound from his mouth as if someone is telling in anger, As the night was getting darker, my uncle had fallen asleep again. Suddenly he felt something crawling on his back and was pricking him badly. He got angry on his uncle and without looking at his direction, started shouting at him that how much his body hair is pricking him, and left from there and went to his house. While going back, he turned and took a look at his uncle who was fast asleep with fully covered under bedsheet. He got little confused as his uncle was very slim and the figure under the sheet was looking huge and bulky. He didn't bother much about it and came to his house. As he knocked the door, he was shocked to see his uncle opening the door. My uncle was in a state of awe and shock. Upon looking at his uncle, he asked him when did he came back from the ground. His uncle replied, soon after they slept, lights came back, so he came inside to sleep. As he was fast asleep, he didn't disturb him in his sleep and came alone. Just then, sweating with fear, my uncle told his uncle and my grandmother that what had happened with him while he was sleeping out. They all went out and saw the cot in the middle of the ground and still someone sleeping on it covered with white bedsheet. They all got scared at this sight. As they were about to go and check, just then the fluffy posture under the bedsheet got shrunk and only bedsheet was lying down. My grandmother got scared of this and took both my uncle inside and sprinkled some holy water and holy oil on both of them. My uncle was terrified by this incident as he always used to make fun of others when they spoke about the creepy figure. But today, he himself had witnessed and felt the creepy night crawler next to him. Thank you for listening to my story, The Night Crawler. For many more haunting stories like this, please do like, share, and subscribe to Haunted Narratives. Thank you.